Yesterday we have taken the statement of a problem. So this is today will be your last class of unit 4, where we will be covering one numerical by Macauley's method statement, which we have taken already, and one with simply supported beam and point load. That also I will show some like partial solution. Remaining you can follow the same method which we are going to do it today. So I'll just redraw it, whatever things we have done yesterday. That problem statement I will draw it again. So it was cantilever beam. It was given like this. Cantilever beam subjected to point loads this was A, this was B, this was C, 20 kilonewton, 30 kilonewton, 40 kilonewton. Okay, so each is 1 meter apart, means total span length of a beam is 3 meters. What they have asked is, they have asked us to find the slope and deflection at each point, that is at point A, point B, and also at point C. I'll just see. Okay. So first, what you should do is, you should take one section. So here you can see it is cantilever beam, one end is fixed, one end is free. Previously what we have seen is this end fixed, other end free. It can be anything. But basically a cantilever beam is a beam which will be having one end fixed, other end free. Now what I have to do is, I need to take a section where all loads will be covered. So first, so this I will take as a section XX at a distance of small x from free end. This is what I have done, because if I take section here, only one load will be covered. If I take section here, only other two loads will be covered. So I should take section at the appropriate location such that all three loads will be covered. So this is important step. You should take care that all three loads will be covered when you take the section. Okay. So I have taken section here, so where point A, point B, and point C will be covered, and it is at a distance of x. Write down. Take a section XX such that all loads on a beam, will be covered. Okay, that is what we have done already. Now next, what you do is, write down movement about that section, or section is here. So mx, taking movement about section, or about xx. So first 20, already we know that load is acting from vertical downwards. So nature of beam bending will be like this. That is nothing but the sagging, hogging. So it is nothing but the negative. So write down minus 20 into this entire distance x. Okay, then minus 30 into x minus 1 minus 40 into x minus 1 plus 1, that is 2. This is movement about x. So why minus sign has come? Because it is hogging, negative bending. Minus 20 into this total distance, then minus 30 into this distance. Total distance is x, this distance is 1 meter, so I will be removing that 1 meter. Minus 40 into, I will be removing this distance, that is x minus 2. Okay. Also, we know that what is bending or what is movement or deflection equation? M is equal to EI into d square y divided by dx square. This is what we have derived. So write down, this is also complete movement, this is section movement, we know the movement. So equating both movements, So I will write here EI d square y divided by dx square is equal to minus 20 into x minus 30 into x minus 1 minus 40 into x minus 2. See here, I have taken this 20, 30, 40 in kilonewton only, and that this one distance is also aren't taken in meter, so as it is. So I'll just cross check. EI d square y by dx square is equal to minus 20 into x minus 30 into x minus 1 minus 40 into x minus 2. Okay. Now next, the same procedure as what we have done into the derivation. Same we need to repeat. Next, what I have to do? I want slope and deflection, both the things. So how do I get slope? I need to integrate it. So integrating EI as it is, dy by dx is equal to minus 20 is a constant. What is integration of x? X square by 2. X square by 2. Minus 30. What is integration of x minus 1? Same. X minus 1 square divided by 2. Minus 40. What is integration of x minus 2? It is x minus 2 the square divided by 2. So write down again. We will simplify this. EI dy by dx is equal to, this is 10x square with minus sign. This will become 15 x minus 1 square, and this will become 20. Okay. So minus 20 into x minus 2 the whole square. This is what I will call as equation number 1. So this is slope equation. Next, what I want? I want deflection. That is nothing but the y. So again, I will integrate it. Integrating EI dy by dx integration will become y minus 10 x cube by 3 minus 15 x minus 1 cube divided by 3 minus 20 x minus 2 cube divided by 3. Again simplify, only one term will go. So EI into y is equal to minus 10 by 3 x cube minus 5 into x minus 1 cube minus 20 by 3 x minus 2 cube. I will call this as equation number 2. Okay, so one major thing we have forgotten, integration constants we have not taken after integration. So here it will come plus C1, that is 1, and here it will come plus C1 into X plus C2. This will be your 2. Okay. So after one time integration, you will get this plus C1 into X plus C2. Okay. So these are two major equations. That is, one is for the slope, one is for the deflection. Next, what I need to do? I need to find those C1 and C2 by applying boundary conditions. Okay. So boundary conditions, BC's boundary conditions. Tell me, where slope will be 0 at x is increment from free end. Okay. So at x is equal to 3 meters, what is value of slope? It is 0. So at x is equal to 3, dy by dx is 0. Substitute in equation 1. Substitute in equation 1. So dy by dx is 0, means this entire left hand side will become 0. Equation 1 is here. Minus 10. X is 3. 3 square is 9. So minus 10 into 9. Minus 10 into 9. Okay. Minus 15. X is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 square is 4. Next. Minus 20. X is 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 square is 1. Plus C1. So what you will get? C1. So everything is minus. I will shift this side. C1 is equal to 10 into 9 is 90. Plus 15 fours are 60. Plus 20. So C1 you will get 90 plus 60, 150 plus 20, 170. This is what you will get as a C1. Okay. I have substituted one boundary condition. At x is equal to 3 meters, that is here, slope is 0. Okay. Similarly, second boundary condition. At x is equal to 3, what is deflection? At fixed end, deflection will be, it is support or it is a fixed end. So at fixed end, deflection will be, obviously it will be 0. So substitute in equation number 2. Equation number 2 is here. Okay. So at this, y is also 0. So when y is 0, left hand side will become 0. 0. So x is equal to 3. 3 cube. 3 square is 9. 9 3s are 27. So 27 into 10, 270 divided by 3. 90. Okay. So direct I will write minus 90. X is 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 cube is 8. 8 5s are 40. So minus 40. Okay. C1. Sorry, here. Yeah. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 cube is 1. So 20 by 3 as it is. 20 by 3 minus 20 divided by 3. C1 how much we have got? We have got 17 or 170. 170 multiplied by 3. 510 plus 510 plus C2. So this 0 is equal to minus 90 minus 40 minus 130 minus 133. 6 3s are 18 plus 2. Again 3 means 6.36 are 18 plus 2. 6.6667 something. So 136.7 minus 510. So 510 minus 136. How much you will get? C2. I'll just check here. Okay. And minus 373.3. So we'll get C2, because something plus C2 will come. If I send that side, this will become minus 373.3. This is nothing but the C2. So C1 and C2. C2 is minus 373.3. We have got this. Okay. See here. the most important thing is writing down or taking the section. Once you take the section, you should be writing this a movement, then equate that movement. Once you get that, twice integration, one to get slope, one to get the deflection, then find the constants. Okay, that is the important thing. Now what I will do is, I will wipe this out, everything. I will write only deflection and, okay, so with constants. So you can also practice this. You can write slope equation. This is slope equation for entire. Okay, EI dy by dx is equal to minus 10x square minus 15 x minus 1 square minus 20 x minus 2 square plus C1. C1 is 170 plus 170. So this is slope equation. You can call this as A. Then next is deflection equation. I just substituted the value of C1. Now I will substitute, or I will rewrite with respect to C2. So deflection is EI into Y is equal to minus 10 by 3 x cube minus 5 into x minus 1 cube minus 20 divided by 3 into x minus 2 cube plus C1. C1 is 170. 170 into x plus C2. C2 is minus 373. So minus 373.3. This is equation number B. So one is slope equation, other one is deflection equation. Okay. So remaining things, our objective is to get these two. Now just we have to go on putting those limits. Likewise, what we did in case of shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. At what point we want, like x is a variable here. You can easily look at these two equations and you can see x we have taken at the location where it is covering all three loads. So now x could be here, x could be here, x could be here. It can be asked at any location. So now we need to choose in such a way that, like at what location I want deflection, at what location I want slope. Suppose if I want deflection and slope at this end, that is at the extreme end, what is the value of x here? X is 0 here. So what I will do is, I will write those values, how x is getting incremented. Okay, so that will be easy for you to understand. X is 0 here, x is 1 here, x is 2 here, and x is 3 here. That is, x is incrementing from right to left, that is from free end, free to fixed. It is getting incremented from free to fixed end. So here it is x is 0, that is at A, at B x is 1, at C x is 2, and at this fixed end you can call this as D if you want. At here x is equal to 3. In problem they have clearly asked, find out deflection and slope at A, B and C. Okay. Now next, so we'll just check whatever we have done is correct. Right. Okay. So first I need to find slope and deflection at location A. So when I need to find slope and deflection at equation or at point A, I will be considering the portion AB only. Okay. So because here I will get x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. Later I will consider portion BC. So write down portion AB. First you write down portion AB. Okay, at portion AB. So first when I see portion AB, at these two, okay, I am not considering at B, I am considering between AB. So point B load will not come initially. So at AB, between AB there is only one load. Okay, already we have done AB variation of X. It is like taking section between AB. Okay, it is like something like this. I will be taking section, imaginary section between A and B for portion AB. The same method what we have followed in SFD BMD, same way you have to do here. Okay, I will be taking some imaginary section at a distance of small x between AB. Then I will be writing. Suppose if I take here, what will be the movement? 20 into x. Okay, so what will be the slope? Integration plus C1 will come. What will be the deflection? Plus C1 into x plus C2. So only one term will be coming with respect to load. So I have slope equation as well as deflection equation. So I'll be writing only one term plus constant for slope, and for deflection one term plus constants, that is C1 and C2. That is, you should understand between portion AB. Okay, variable is x. So how my slope equation will become? Modified slope equation. This is generalized slope equation or common slope equation, but here slope equation will change. I will write here from A. So left hand side will remain as it is. EI dy by dx is equal to minus 10x square. So this 15 and all 15, 20, all these loads are beyond B or at B, but I am taking between AB. So minus 10 into x square plus 170. This is my slope equation. Okay. What will become my deflection equation? Deflection equation from B, EI into Y is equal to first term, that is minus 10 by 3 x cube. This will not come, this will not come, this will come now, plus constant, that is 170 into x minus 373.3. So this is my slope equation for portion between AB and deflection equation for portion between AB. So slope equation is minus 10 into x square plus 170, and also deflection equation is minus 10 by 3 x cube plus 170 into x minus 373. Okay, so two locations, x is a variable between A and B, I know. So first at A, that is x is equal to 0. So slope at A, EI into dy by dx. A I will write here because at A I am taking minus 10x square plus 170. So E and I values, I will just check. Newton and kilonewton and meter we have taken. So I need to modify those values also. So E value is in 210. E value is 210 gigapascal. I'll just take this because I need to modify those E and I values also. Okay. So E value is 210 gigapascal. So giga is 10 to the power 9, Pascal is Newton per meter square. Okay. So 210 into 10 to the power 3, sorry, 10 to the power 9 Newton per meter square. What I want in kilonewton. So kilonewton means 10 to the 9, that Newton to kilonewton minus 3. So again this will come 210 into 10 to the power 6 kilonewton per meter square. So yes, it is EI 210 into 10 to the power 6 kilonewton per meter square. This conversion is important. So this value I will be using, and I value is already given to you, that is 40 into 10 to the power minus 5. So 40 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter raised to 4. So already it is in meters. So no need to convert that again. So I is given in meters. So substitute that. At A, X is 0. E into I, what you can do is at once you can calculate that product and keep. No need to substitute every time. No need to calculate every time. So E is 210 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by I is 40 into 10 to the power minus 5 dy by dx at A is equal to X is 0. So this will become 0, 170. So this entire term will go here as a division. So you will get slope in radians dy by dx at A. Dy by dx at A. So 210 into 40. So see here, minus 5 is there. So 1 will become 100. So this will become 21. So 21,000 multiplied by 40. So 84,000. 170 divided by 84,000. I'll just check. I have not brought the calculator. I'll just check in mobile. By 84.0020. Yes, same thing. 0.0020. 0.0020 radians. This is slope at A. That is 0.0020. Okay. Then at B, what is value of X at location B? What is value of X? X is nothing but the 1. X is 1. Therefore, slope at B, again same thing, EI dy by dx B it will come now, minus 10 into 1 square plus 170. Same thing. So EI product is, I have done, there is 210 into EI product. Okay, I will write here, somewhere here. EI product, what I have got is 84,000. This is EI product. I have done calculation. So 10 minus 10, 170. 160 divided by 84,000. You can just try it in a calculator. I'm just cross checking. Already I have answers. So this is 160 divided by 84,000. 0.00190. 0.0019. Yes. So dy by dx at B is 0.00190 radians. This is your slope at second location, that is at B. Slope at B. Okay. So slope, by considering only small equation between AB, we have determined slope at A, also slope at B. Now deflection. We'll calculate deflection. Deflection. Okay. Yes. So deflection equation is here. Okay. We have already written here. EI into Y minus 10 by 3 x cube plus 170x. So at A, x is equal to 0. Therefore, YA, EI into YA, EI into YA is equal to 10 by 3, x is 0. So this term will become 0 plus 170 into x, that will also become 0, minus 373 will remain, minus 373.3. Okay. So YA is minus 373.3 It's a negative slope. You can ignore that negative sign because due to sign convention it has come. Okay. Minus 373.3 divided by 84,000. So 0.0044 meter. So meter to millimeter, 10 to the power 3. 4.44 mm. That is what I am getting at A. So slope at A is 4.44 mm. So 4.44 mm. See minus sign that has come, okay, due to what sign conventions, but if you want you can write minus 4.44 mm also, but usually we don't write there, we directly write it as 4 mm, 6 mm, okay, whatever we get. So that slope, or sorry, deflection we can write, or minus if you want to consider, yeah, minus 373 divided by that point. So answer will be minus 4.4. Better not to confuse you, I will write minus 4.44 mm. At B, x is 1. So again here I will be substituting for portion AB, x is equal to 1. EI into y, B. Now EI into YB is equal to, so substitute x is equal to 1. Here 1 cube is 1. So here it will become minus 10 by 3. So minus 10 by 3 is something 3.33. Directly I will write minus 3.33. Here it is 170 into 1 plus 170. So plus 170 and minus 373.3. Minus 373.3. So again send that YB that side and you will get some slope that is, okay, so minus 3.33 plus 170 minus 373.3 divided by 84,000, that is 2.45 mm, minus 2.45 mm. So minus 2.45 mm you will get. Okay, so from this, at both the locations, that is at location A and B, we have found out slope as well as deflection. Next only one location is remaining, that is location C. So write down. So here portion AB, let it be. Beside I will write equation for portion BC now. So only thing is getting these equations. Once you get these equations, just you have to go on putting the limits. At what location, what is variable? That is, variable is x. What is the value of that variable? If you can put that much, then it is very simple one. Okay. So for portion BC, I will write, that is, this is one thing, portion AB. Here I will write portion BC. So it is like something like this. I will be taking some random section between BC. I will be covering all the loads which are there before that section. So first one is 20 and 30. So 20 and 30. So slope equation. From this, EI into dy by dx is as it is. EI into dy by dx is as it is to two loads. So minus 10 into x square minus 15 into x minus 1 square and constant. Constant is 170. This is my slope equation. EI into dy by dx minus 10x square minus 15 into x minus 1 square plus 170. Then next is deflection equation. So from B, EI into Y, EI into Y, minus 10 by 3 x cube, minus 5 into x minus 1 cube, first these two terms, then two constants, plus 170 into x minus 373.3. This is my deflection equation between portion BC. When I will consider portion CD, this entire equation will come. But we are not interested to find at D, because logically at support, slope and deflection will become 0. Okay, that's why we are not finding at point D. Now at point first, slope at C, that is x is equal to, what is value of x at C? Already we have marked here, that is x is equal to 2 meters. X is equal to 2. So modify this equation, slope equation, EI dy by dx at C is equal to minus 10 into x square. X is 2. 2 square is 4. 4 into 10, 40. So it will become minus 40. X is again 2. 2 minus 1, 1 square, 1. Into 15 is minus 15 plus 170. Okay. So 15, 40, 55, minus 55, 170 minus 55, that is 115. Okay. So 115 divided by 84,000. So if you do calculation, dy by dx, our slope at C will get, I will directly write now from this, that is at C, it will become 1.37 into 10 to the power minus 3. So it is like 1.37 into 10 to the power minus 3 radians. This is slope, unit is radians, deflection we are calculating in meter or millimeter, depending upon, but usually you write in mm. So meter to millimeter is 10 to the power 3. That conversion should be done. Okay. We are not finding at D. So deflection at C. Next is deflection at C. That is at C, what is x value? X is equal to 2. So this deflection equation is this, EI into Y, as it is, EI into Y. EI product already we have known, that is 84,000, minus 10 by 3 x cube. X is 2. 2 cube is 8. 8 into 10, 80, minus 80 by 3. Minus 80 by 3. Okay. Here, 2 minus 1, 1 cube is 1. So 2 minus 1, 1 cube is 1, 1 into 5. So directly it will become minus 5. Here, 2, that is 340. 170 into 2, 340 plus 340. And constant, that is minus 373.3. So Y at C. You can substitute those values and get me Y, that is minus 0. Minus 0.774 mm. Minus 0.744 mm. Okay, one change what you can observe, we have slopes and we have deflections. We know YB, we know YA, we know YC. So as we go to the near, deflection reduces. So this was the problem, that is finding slope and deflections at those locations. So problem is simple, only you need to understand how to take that governing equation, or you can say bending equation, then equate to the deflection equation and go on changing the variables. This is what Macauley's method. Okay, one more problem we'll do, that is with respect to the simply supported beam subjected to point load. I will do partial problem, that is up to getting those equations. Then variables you can put and you can find. Okay, so write down.
Next problem. A simply supported beam is subjected to point loads as shown. Determine slope at the supports, and deflections at the point of application of load. Deflections at the point of application of loads. Keep this chits here. Point of application of loads. It is simply supported beam. This is A, this is B. These are two supports, A and B. Okay. So there is one load here, there is one load here. C and D you can call. This is 20 kilonewton. This is 30 kilonewton. 20 kilonewton and 30 kilonewton. The distance is, okay, what I will do is I will rename those. So A, B, C, D. Okay, we should not get some confusions. This is 2 meter, this is 1 meter, this is 2 meter. So 2 meter, 1 meter, 2 meter. So once you get simply supported beam, first what you should do is you should find out the support reactions. Okay. So those E and I values also you take down. E is 200 gigapascal. So kilonewton meter square, again same thing will substitute. 200 into 10 to the power 9 Pascal. And I is 80 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter raised to 4. 80 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter raised to 4. Okay. So first thing first, that is finding those reactions, that is RA and RD. Finding RA and RD. So 2 upward, 2 downward, I can directly route summation of forces. RA plus RD is equal to 20 plus 30, that is 50. This is 1. Next, what you do, you take moment about A. Summation of moment about A clockwise positive is equal to 0. So RA into that, it will become 0. 20 into 2. So 20 into 2 clockwise. So 30 into this plus 30 into 3. Now reaction RD, it will be counterclockwise. So minus RD into distance, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2 is 5 is equal to 0. So 40 plus 30 into 3 is 90 minus RD into 5 is equal to 0. So RD, you will get 90 plus 4, that is 130. 130 divided by 5. 130 divided by 5 kilonewton. So do this, 5 ones are 5, 5 2 are 10, 10 plus 3, 5 4, 5 5. So 25 point something went wrong. 20 into 2. Okay. RA plus RD. RD into 5. Directly I can write, right? Yes, I did mistake. So RD is equal to 5 2s are 10. So 3 will remain. 5 6, 26 kilonewton. RD is 26 kilonewton. And RA, so 50 minus 26, it is 24 kilonewton. RA is 24 kilonewton. Yes. So this is 24 kilonewton. This is 26 kilonewton. So RD is 26 and RA is 24 kilonewton. These are basics. In SFD BMD also we have done. Here also we will be doing. Now I should take movement at such location, or I should take section at such location where all loads will be covered. So either you can take section here and you can come from this end, or you can take section here and you can come from this end. So what I will do is I will take section here. X, where this is at a distance of X. Okay. We have taken section there. So write down mx, movement about x. Now this RA will try to bend beam like this. Already we have done many. Okay. So this is nothing but the sagging. So RA into x. RA is how much? 24. So 24 into x. Next, this 20 will try to bend beam like this, but only this distance. So x minus 2. So minus 20 into x minus 2. Similarly, this 30 will also try to bend beam like this. That is in hogging. Only upward will be positive. Hogging. So again, total is x minus, I should leave this distance. That is 3. You can revise previous unit. 30 into x minus 3. This is what we will get. 24 into x minus 20 into x minus 2 minus 30 into x minus 3. Also we know, we can equate that to movement equation. So EI, already we know what is M, is EI into d square y divided by dx square. So equating these two, what shall I get? EI into d square y divided by dx square is equal to 24 into x minus 20 into x minus 2 minus 30 into x minus 3. Okay, this is what I am going to get. This is my deflection, generalized deflection. Now, generalized deflection equation. What I want deflection and slope. For that, I should integrate EI dy by dx is equal to 24 into x. 24 is constant. What is integration of x? X square by 2. 2 and 24 will get cancelled. So 12x square minus x minus 2 integration is x minus 2 square by 2. So 2 minus 10 into x minus 2 square minus x minus 3 square divided by 2, that is 15 into x minus 3 square plus C1. I have written directly. Okay, again I will integrate EI into y is equal to x square integration is x cube by 3. 12 divided by 3, 4. Okay, so 4 x cube minus x minus 2 integration is x minus 2 square integration is x minus 2 square cube divided by 3. So minus 10 by 3 x minus 2 cube you can write. Similarly, x minus 3 square integration is x minus 3 cube divided by 3. 3 and 15. 15 divided by 3, 5. So 5 into x minus 3 cube plus C1 into x plus C2. So these two equations I have got, that is EI and this. Next, what I need to do, I need to find constants. To find constants, I should put boundary conditions. Okay, I will just check. EI into dy by dx, 12x square, 10, okay, right? Then 10 by 3, 5, yes. So boundary conditions. So I need to put boundary conditions in 1 and 2. Okay, so BC's boundary conditions. At x is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0. X is, we are taken from left to right. Okay, we have taken from left to right. At x is equal to 0. What is y? Y is also 0. Okay, at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. But slope is not equal to 0. So, equation number 2, if I put x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, so substitute in equation 2. Substitute in equation number 2. If I substitute in equation number 2, x is equal to 0, y is 0, so this will become 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So C2 will become 0. C2 will become 0. Okay. At x is equal to 5. At x is equal to 5. That is at the support. Y is also 0. Slope is not 0 because we are taking tangent. Okay. So at x is equal to 5. Here at supports, reflection at a point C. Okay, slopes at the supports. It is there. At x is equal to 5, y is equal to 0. Again, I will substitute this in equation 2. In equation 2. So left, this will become 0, but x will become 5. 5 cube, 25, 125 into 4, that is 500. Here also will get something, here also will get something, here also will get something, but C2 is 0. From this, I will get C1. I am putting both the boundary conditions in equation number 2 only. So I'll get C1 is equal to, I'll write directly here, minus 74. Minus 74. Okay. So my equations will modify now. Those two equations. Here only I will write C1 is minus 74 and minus 74 into x plus C2 is 0. So this is my slope equation and this is my deflection equation. So this is what we have found. Slope equation and deflection equation. Now just put x and consider whatever portion you want and you can get slope as well as deflection. Okay. So here this unit 4 gets over. You can revise unit 3 because it is interrelated, interconnected. Unit 3 as well as unit 4. So you can revise. If any doubts, you can text us also, or you can comment. Monday is holiday. Tuesday onwards, we'll start with unit 5, that is torsion. Okay. Thank you.